by forever superhero freestyle when you're supersede to the ultra night. Highlight the corruption in your heart beating again. In the shadows, the night rises again. Your bane is my A-bell tonight. Hail heaven for the demons in my night. The shadows, the shadows, the shadows, the supersede to the ultra night. I am cancer to this form of where from poison in my heart, the shadows I am born. Welcome to Gotham. In venom we trust. Hell, fire in Gotham. We shall reign over the dark night. The night dark, we shall rule the world. I look at my main adversaries, envy at the characters they have. I mean, and moody, dark, and broody. And it's my films rapping an ill. A Batman protector of Gotham City. Action to lure Joker away. This is when my imagination redo my whole collection of heroes. Whether everyone is a brave hero, hearts with cards and lungs to fulfill their lives and glassy tasks. Would they swing their mask to save their least second to breathe? Uh, can I be your rhubarb? Can I be your rhubarb? Call me pudding pie, and you will beat my cutie custard. You only may taste my sour bite, will you? Will you pour yourself out upon my sweat and flesh? Will you rub me and never let another? And when I crumble, will you hold me? Can we hope together in the darkness? Let us dance in the pale moonlight. Can I beat your rhubarb? Well, no. There it goes inside of my head. The echoing superhero poetry again. Twinkle, twinkle, little bat. How I wonder where you're at. Up above the world you fly, like a signal in the sky. Glower, glower, mannish bat. Wherever are you hidden? In a mansion or a cave, like the spirit in a grave. Detect a bat. Find the poison, seize the gap. Take the dagger, the garrote, over criminals stand and go. But as the night grew dark, and he in turn grew somewhat maudlin, and he finished off with the following wah. They mess you up, mommy and daddy, when they got shot by some baddie. They mess you up so very badly by getting killed down in Crime Alley. The string of pearls, the macho pop, frets and hurl bullets pop, out the shadows with Glock to kill. Steps the villain named Joe Chill. A man hands on misery to man, like beatings from a vigilante. I live alone as vengeance commands, and only Alfred can stand by me. Indeed, it seems. No. There it goes again inside of my head. The echoes in my head echoing again, never ending. I said, no. Again inside of my head. The echoes begin again inside of my head. There you go again. Here you go inside of my head. Spitting, speaking again. The echoing poetry, yeah, I said. Rapping freestyling again and again. Inside of my head, it'll never end. I never expected from you a look in your eyes, something new, and the way hand is grazing my back, turning me into an insomniac. And the beginning was casual, was trying to be logical. It seems you've set my world aflame. Now I'll never forget your name. Before you arrived, the domain was dark and damp. You lit it up, my personal lamp. In one brief moment, senses fell apart. Touched and lightning struck my heart. Your smile rescued me from the depths of hell without trying to cast. I mean some kind of spell standing behind you everywhere I can. Because the present, from my perspective, you're Superman. No. Love's touch and go with shooting stars and pocket watches are a passy for telling when I'll meet my Mars and access list. My resume, I'd rather chew red licorice. Love's touch and go with shooting stars, a juicy tale of candy fish, eclipse, darkened, dingy bars, and rocket cars. Set stage for the rising with the sun. Love's touch and go with shooting stars. He's Superman with scarlet capes, burn fireflies as light in jars. A burst from planet of the apes escapes. Love's touch and go with the stars, the shooting stars from afar. No. Inside of my head, the voices begin again. Voices begin inside of my head. I won't ever stop it, I said. inside of my head. It was back in 1938 from Krypton out in space that the Man of Steel arrived on Earth to save the human race. He stood up for law and order, filled the fullest, foulest fiend with fear. And although he lacked a green card, we were glad that he was here. He could leap the tallest building in a single super bound. He could change the course of rivers, swim the depths, and not drown. He could catch a speeding bullet and outfly a bird or a plane. Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's Superman. I'm back again. My name is Superman. I'm here to rescue you. I'm here to save you, girl. Come here in Shady's world. Oh no, you drive me crazy, bitch. You make me Earl. I can't beat your Superman. Can't beat your Superman. You're Superman. You're Superman. Can't beat your Superman. You too were a young guy who used to laugh and cry. You longed for a Mary Jane who never crossed your heart's lane. On one fine day in the lab, radiated spider gave a jab. He went down your skin. It was now time to begin. You could hop all over the place with a red mask on your face. The webs you sat over the world. We all love you. When for us you drop your blood. Oh, Spidey, you are indeed amazing. For the solace to us you bring to that spider we should thank. Due to him, ships of criminals sink. I hope your Mary Jane always loves you and you hit the baddies red and blue. We love to watch you jump around to keep our earth alive and round. You are not only a hero for kids, but all for all. Hope with all on the rays of the feet, you never fall. More when they love to watch more than a hero. Save us all is to watch them fall. Die trying, rhyming never ending. There you go, spitting again. Great power comes great responsibility, Spider-Man. Each man on earth who strives for good and seeks to bless the neighborhood should ask himself what gifts he owns to fight the evil crime condones. And yet what of you all, you who walks, runs, flies, with spinning webs to cross the skies, with strength and even prophecy, show great responsibility. Great power comes great responsibility, Spider-Man. Bam, bam, ba, bam, bam, ba, bam. Split second, moves can save a life, thus bring peace to what was strife, defeating death before it laughs, and thus prevent epitaphs. An action leads to utter loss, a headstone and a tragic loss, tragic cross. To overcome such infamy, show great responsibility. When greatness comes, it turns the mind, perhaps to benefit mankind, perhaps to compensate your pains, yet conscious blesses and restrains. Therefore, it's best to hear the call, although it may drive you up the wall. Don't think it's random destiny. Show great responsibility. So Peter Parker preserve, despite your doubt, despite your fear, despite your hate, despite your love, despite your thoughts, just rise above. Tenacity is needed now, not posing for some gaseous how. Superhero, do all you can to honor the name of Spider-Man. Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web anytime. Watch him swing from a web. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Watch him, can he sling from a web? Yes, he can. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man. Never ending, I said, here comes again inside of my head. And never stop it again. Here it comes again inside of my head. Never ending, I said, Spider-Man, I can't beat your Superman. I'm here to save you, girl. Come here in Shady's world. Oh boy, you make me Earl. Bitch, you make me Earl. Oh bitch, you make me Earl. I can't beat your Superman. Can't beat your Superman. You're Superman. You're Superman. I'm here to save you, girl. Come here in David's world. Oh boy, you drive me crazy. Bitch, you make me Earl. Wolverine, Marvel superhero, born James Howlett, and not just for kids, what DC Comics slogan for a courageous Wolverine, known better as Logan, greatest at hand-to-hand combat. On that you can bet, his stem fiery stare and tuffy black hair, he'll use deadly force and cause you a scare, unlike Wolverine, who boldly battles old Sabretooth from Canada James with a sickly youth. Brave Wolverine first appeared in the Hawk, revealing his sturdy frame and his vulnerous bark. bulk, a mutant with animal senses, rarely so keen. A Wolverine's the most peerless that I've ever seen. Mighty Wolverine, with your advanced healing factor, you survived incineration and Nitro's Napalm reactor, indestructible adamantium bonded to your skeleton. Decapitation is the only way you'll ever be gone. An impregnable skull serving to imply your cause. The fastest reflexes, impressive sharp claws, willing to kill, and a glorious X-Man skilled in the use of a glided katana and berserk rage. You're a fierce piranha, recovering your memory. Now you'll do all you can, savior of X-Men from the Weapon X project and lover of women whom you delight to respect. Rapper, again, respect the X-Men. No, 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 no. Here it comes again inside of my head. Never stop spitting and speaking again inside of my head. Never stop it, I said. There it goes, the echoes again inside of my head. Listen to the voices, David. I met a girl with x-ray vision. She found herself quite smart, yet despite her fantastic sight, she couldn't find my heart. There was a heart that pumped blood, but surely that there was something more. So she climbed in into my mind and opened up the door. There she found things somewhat profound, but they were not of any interest. So she rose and found the words I spoke in chasms on my lungs. She saw the baiting of the arguments I fought. She saw that what I cared about, but it was still not what she fought. Then she leaped into my hands and saw all that I spoke. She tried to find double meaning to the carefully spoken words, but there was no leaning of veins of root. So she gave up but began to fall. And for what when we asked what I cared about, my girl with x-ray vision, Supergirl, as it spins in the worlds and the swirls, saved the world. No. And it goes inside of my head. Speaking that poem again, she's a liberator. She's a warrior queen. She's a warrior queen. She's an escalator. She knows no fear. She's standing against all odds. She's fighting devils and gods. She's brave. She's strong. All justice, no wrong. She's a princess of mind and soul. She never retreats. She never retreats. She's so fine. And let me tell you, she's mine. Rhyme after rhyme. There it goes inside of my mind. Can't beat your Superman. You're Superman. You're Superman. Don't get me wrong. I love these hoes. Get off my dick, bitch. Everybody knows. Can't beat your Superman. Spider-Man. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web anytime. Watch him sling from a web. Look out. Here comes the Spider-Man. Spider-Man, little Spider-Man. I can't beat your Superman. Batman is coming back again. Jingle bells, Batman smells. Robin laid an egg. The Batmobile, Boatmobile lost a wheel, and Joker got away. Hey, I am no longer the steady from of heartbeats when issues against women are comically displayed on televisions. There's no laugh, guffaw, snicker, snort. Tell you what, I can name a little too many synonymous words. Rapper, I haven't yet heard. No. Inside synonymous words inside of my head. No. Here it goes again. Inside of my head. When it comes to clothes, make an allowance for the unexpected. Be sure to spare in the trunk of your station wagon with wood paneling. Isn't in near need of repair. A simple jean jacket. If you aren't trying to smuggle where and can coins through this peaceful little town and kidnap a local orphan. I can be one heck of a mellow kind of guy, but no matter how angry a man gets, a smile and soft stroke on his bicep can work wonders. I learned that a male chest also have nipples warm and established. Cotton doesn't always mean envy, and it's the meadows full of clover. The shickery, the hawks, seeks for rest, a return to normal, and sometimes a woman gets to go with him, her tiny hands connected, his rumpled hair, the cuts in his hand green, and the speck in the space between. Water and sun cover for a quiet man, each rib shuttling drops of liquid light. Can't beat your Superman, you're Superman. Hey, my name is Superman. I'm here to save you, girl. Come here in my world. I bet you make me Earl. Bitch, go suck a dick, I don't give a shit. You nasty, dirty bitch. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Slings a web anytime I superhero freestyle, man.